So we will just close our eyes. We will keep both our hands palm open on our lap. And we will just try to see what we are able to feel in our fingertips and palm. Any sort of tingling or pricking, whatever the sensations you feel, just try to record. Okay, so today we will work on the Muladhara chakra, which is the root chakra, which is the first chakra actually, which is at the base of the spinal cord. So there are three aspects of the Muladhara chakra. One is on the left side, one is on the right side, and one on the central channel, as we usually clear the chakras. On the left side, right side, and the center. So first we will clear the left Muladhara chakra. So to clear the left Muladhara, we'll keep the left hand palm open on our lap, and the right hand we will point it towards the ground. Okay, if you're sitting on the chair or if you're sitting comfortably on the bed, you can keep the fingers pointed towards the ground and leave the hand loose towards the ground. Because the Muladhara chakra is made up of the earth element. All the chakras are made up of the earth, the elements, the natural elements, the Panchaputas they call it, the 5 elements. So Muladhara, the first chakra, is made up of the earth element. So we will keep the right hand loose towards the ground and the left hand on our lap. Since the Muladhara chakra is in the region of the genital area, so we cannot use our hand to give a bandhan in that area to clean the chakra. So we use the right hand towards the earth. Okay. So the left Muladhara is on the left side of the spinal cord, base of the spinal cord. And the qualities of this Muladhara chakra is purity, basically. So here we can say, let me cultivate more purity within me. Purity in my thoughts, purity in my actions. Even what we are thinking has an impact on the chakras. We may not do the wrong things because we know it is not wrong, it is not right. Physically, you may not indulge in it, but mentally, thoughts will come. So even that has effect on the chakras. And if we clear our chakras, we will see that we will not even get impure thoughts. So this left Muladhara chakra has the quality of purity. So here we will say, I will give up all my impurities. I will give up all my lust. I will give up all my impure attractions. Now, when we say lust, it is not only between a man and a woman. What Shri Mataji says is, if you want to possess anything, that means it is lust. It can be a person or it can even be a matter. When you look at something, immediately you want to possess it, that is lust. It is not limited to human beings only. It can be on matter also. You can have lust towards matter. You can have lust towards money. That lurking, running behind something, that is lust. So here we can say, I give up, or I will try to give up all my lust. And I will try to remain as much as possible a pure person. What Sri Mataji says is, when you look at something, you don't feel like possessing it. You should become thoughtless. There should be no thought, no reaction when you look at something or when you look at a person. Then you are a very pure person. That thoughtless awareness comes through meditation. It is not easy. If you can look at somebody and if you can look at something without any thoughts, then you have become very pure. That means you don't want to possess anyone or anybody. That comes from the left Muladhara chakra. So here we will say, let me meditate regularly and improve the qualities of my chakras. Let me improve my left Muladhara so that I don't have any lust. I don't have desires. We will just meditate on the left Muladhara for a few minutes and we will see what kind of sensations we are feeling. The left Muladhara on the palm is at the base of the palm, where the palm is joining with the wrist. That region is the Muladhara on the left hand. You may feel some tingling or pricking or heat in the left hand fingertips and palm. You may even feel some heat going out of the right hand into the earth. That means the left Muladhara chakra is clearing. You may even sometimes directly feel the chakra on the left side of the body. Now you can slowly bring the right hand back on our lap. And now we will clear the right Muladhara chakra. So the right Muladhara chakra is on the right side of the body. On the right side of the Muladhara chakra, the base of the spine. So to clear the right Muladhara, we'll keep the right hand on our lap and we will let the left hand loose towards the ground, the opposite way. So the right hand, we will, if you're sitting on the ground, you can keep the left hand touching the earth. Or if you're sitting on the chair or on the bed, you can leave the left hand loose, fingers pointed towards the ground. This is the position we have to use to clear the right Muladhara chakra. Now the qualities of the right Muladhara chakra is protective power. It protects the qualities of the Muladhara chakra. It is like a destroying power. Whatever the negativities we have within us, the impure qualities within us. It destroys everything. It is a destructive power. So without awakening the right Muladhara Chakra or having the protective power of the right Muladhara Chakra, we cannot have innocence, which is the quality of the Muladhara. It gets attacked very easily. So here we can take the affirmation. Let me meditate regularly and strengthen my right Muladhara Chakra so that my innocence power is protected. When the right Muladhara Chakra is awakened, it protects us from all kinds of negative attacks from the outside, and it also destroys all kinds of negativities within us. So in this position, we will just keep our right hand on the lap, left hand towards the ground. We'll just meditate for a minute. In the same way, you may feel some tingling or pricking on the right hand fingertips and palm. The right Muladhara is at the base of the palm, where the palm meets with the wrist. That is the right Muladhara Chakra. You may even feel some heat going out of the left hand into the earth. So just witness whatever is happening. Now we can slowly bring the left hand back on our lap, both the hands on the lap. Now we will try to meditate on the center Muladhara Chakra. So to clear the center Muladhara Chakra, we will keep both the hands on the earth if you are sitting on the ground. If not, you can keep both the hands loose towards the ground, because the earth acts as an element to absorb all the problems from our Muladhara Chakra. In science, we call it as earthing. The earth sucks energy when it is put onto it. In the same way, we can do earthing to ourselves. So both the hands towards the ground, fingers pointed towards the ground. Attention on the Muladhara Chakra. The Muladhara Chakra is the first chakra, the root, the base of the spine. Here we will take certain affirmations which are nothing but the qualities of the Muladhara Chakra. The Muladhara Chakra, the quality is innocence of a child. The person becomes very innocent. In modern language, innocent means stupid. Innocent, they will say the person can get cheated very easily. He is very innocent. It is not like that. An innocent person is very, very wise. He cannot be cheated. Innocence means he is like a child. These are all the qualities of the child which we have lost as we grow up. The child never fears anything. It does not have fear. It does not worry about anything because it knows the mother will protect it. There is a protection power. Everybody has. It knows the mother will feed it when it is hungry. So it does not have any anxiety of the future. It solely depends on the mother. In the same way, we should also solely depend upon the power which is inside us, which is going to take care of everything in our life. That is only innocence of a child. A child will never get angry so easily. Even if it gets angry, it will forget the anger and come and hug you in the next minute. That is the quality of a child. It does not get angry so easily. The person is very chaste, is very pure. The person becomes very wise. He has this wisdom within himself. He knows what is right and wrong. Intuitively, he knows what is right and wrong when the Muladhara chakra is strong. And after establishing yourself in Sahaja Yoga, you can easily find out what is right and wrong through vibrations. You can check whether this is right or wrong. Instead of going with the mental activity, you can check vibrations. And one of the very important qualities of the Muladhara is joy. The Muladhara chakra gives all kinds of joy to a human being, from physical joy to emotional joy to mental joy, and also finally spiritual joy, the fulfillment it gives the Muladhara chakra. And the highest joy, what Sri Mataji, our teacher, says, is to be in yoga, in union with yourself. That is the highest joy. So these are the qualities of the Muladhara chakra. We'll just sit in silent meditation on the Muladhara chakra for a minute, with both the hands loose towards the ground, and letting all the negative energy flow into the earth. Now slowly we can bring both the hands back on our lap. We'll keep the palm open on the lap, and we'll keep our attention on the Sahasrara chakra, which is on the fontanelle bone area, which is on the top of the head, which is called the crown chakra. And we'll just try to meditate for a few minutes with complete attention on our fingertips and palm, left hand and right hand, and also on the top of the head. We'll sit in silent meditation for a few minutes. In this same meditative state, we will just listen to a short lecture given by our teacher Sri Mataji about the Muladhara Chakra, and then we will try to remain in meditation and watch the talk, and we will try to observe without reacting to our thoughts. We will try to observe the knowledge from the thoughts.
I bow to all the seekers of truth. The other day, I told you a little bit about the first center called as Muladhara Chakra and Kundalini, which is the residual consciousness in the triangular bone called as sacrum. As I told you that this is the pure desire power which has not yet been awakened and is not yet manifested within you, which resides here waiting for a moment to arise and to give you your second birth, your baptism. It makes you a peer. It gives you your self-realization. This pure desire is to be one with your spirit. This, unless and until it is fulfilled, those who are seeking will never be satisfied, whatever they may do. Now this first center is very important because this was the first center that was created when the primordial being started doing the job. This is the center of innocence, that is holiness. First thing that was created was holiness on this earth. This center is very important in all the human beings because animals have innocence, they have not lost it, while we have a right, or we can say we have a freedom to abandon it. We can do it. We can somehow or other destroy it by our so-called ideas of freedom. Now this center has a power to give us wisdom. Now wisdom is such a word that cannot be explained. Wisdom is the balance between your understanding of what is good and what is bad, where you really understand what is good for you, for your spirit is wisdom. And when this center is alive and is not destroyed, then you really know what is wisdom is. For example, the person who has got this center very well developed can tell you whether it is the north or the south. Because the magnetism that is in the Mother Earth, this center is made by the element of Mother Earth. So the magnetism that is in the Mother Earth is there present in this center. When the birds fly all the way from Siberia to Australia, they do it with the help of this center because they know whether they are moving northward or southward. They have an innate wisdom to know which way to move, and that's why one should know that this center is also within us, but we have lost our sense of judgment because we have lost that magnetism within us. An innocent person is really like a magnet, and he attracts the people towards himself, just like a flower attracts a bee towards itself. There are some fishes in which they have found actual magnetic field, and in some of them they have even found a regular magnet placed in certain fishes by which they know whether they are going north, south, east or west. This center in us can be destroyed by various ways, as I told you last time. Now if you see from the top there's a blue line coming down. This is the power of our desire, by which we desire, is the emotional side of a human being. When a person neglects his emotional side or does not respect his emotional side, then this center gets lost. It gets very much destroyed. The emotional side in these modern times is not well understood by human beings. I'm sorry to say, but it is very true that when you destroy this center, first thing that sets in is impotency or overactivity, like the rapist and all that are created because this center is neglected. Both things are just the same in the eyes of God. Any extreme is wrong. Now those people who say that you can be enlightened through sex are really, I don't know what to call them. Because she is your mother sitting down there. She is only your mother. She has no other child, and she is holiest of holy. She is the Holy Ghost within you. And if you want to sex on your mother, I don't know if people understand that here. In India it's impossible. We cannot understand this nonsense. So it's the same insult to your mother, like some people try to insult Mother Mary by putting Christ in a very awkward situation with her. It's something like that, we can say, happens when you start talking like this. It's a very great sin to do such a thing to your own mother, which is the Kundalini. And that's why the other day I told you, I have seen some people have Kundalini, which is all the time tossing her head and breaking her whole body and just feeling so helpless because she's made so weak, because the holiness from a person is vanished. Our idea of holiness has become so perverted, and to add up to that, we have now gurus to tell us that it's a very good thing to do, you'll go to heaven. Actually, they are very honest, they say you'll go to bottomless pit, and bottomless pit means hell. Why do you need a guru for this? Actually, you have mastered this art. In England when I went, I was amazed that they have sex they talk of sex and sex and sex, morning till evening. I don't understand. Like all important people talk, you see. That's how they go on talking about sex all the time. It's nothing but sex. It's so filthy. So filthy. They talk sex with the animals, sex with the children, I don't know what's happening to human beings. How can we that filthy? I wouldn't be surprised after some time we will have our bathrooms inside our drawing rooms. You see, there's something like our privacy. Something like our drawing room where we meet people. How can you talk of these things and how can you discuss these things which are so private and so sacred? And that's how you lose them or you lose balance over them. This is one of the things that's happening to us because God has given us freedom. We think we can do what we like. But we have lost our wisdom. We have lost. I don't know why this industrial revolution, or I don't know whom to blame, but we have lost our wisdom to understand that these things are injurious. If it is not, logically we can see, why do we develop diseases? With free sex, all the sailors, under law, have to have in every port arrangements for getting injections for all kinds of complications that they have from sex life. Why is it you do not feel healthier with it? You lose all your health, all your charm is gone from your face, you get sunken and you look so horrid. It's a very good sign just now to see how nature reacts to it. So one has to be wise to understand that God has given us this thing to us, not to be insulted, but for us to lead a good, normal, good married life. And not to waste our energies in this kind of thing. But when people start thinking about it, then it's even worse. Then what happens? That this shifts from there, the attention onto the other side, and it goes to the yellow side, goes to the brain. When you start thinking about it, definite it is that you will become impotent. Definite, no doubt, at a very early stage, because it is a spontaneous thing. And when you start thinking about it, when your eye starts roving here and there, be sure your attention is gone to something which is so localized, which is so different, and which takes place only at a time when you are at a certain emotional spontaneity. It's very out of date to talk of these things to people, but if you are not careful about it, you have to find out the statistics of American young people, and you'll be amazed how many of them are suffering from horrible diseases. When I went to America, I found that 9 out of 10 young people who came to me were suffering from these horrible diseases, and most of them were impotent. It's a shocking thing. One has to face it as it is, and not to say, oh, I'm all right, I'm all right. This is not the way to look at things. We have to see to the statistics that are being placed before us and to know that there is something wrong about it. And with your wisdom, you have to reach certain conclusions about it. Now the second center, which I call as a Swadhisthana center, is also a very important center within us. The first center looks after all our excretion. It has got 4 petals. In the same way, in the pelvic plexus, which is manifested by that, which is a gross plexus within us, has also got 4 subplexuses. Now another one that we have is the Swadhisthana center, which is the second center. Second center has got 6 petals, and it supplies or it manifests in the gross, the aortic plexus, which also has got 6 subplexuses. Now this center is very important for us in the modern times. It's extremely important, and I think neglect of this center can create lots of problems. Now this center, if you see, is connected with the brain. And this center is responsible for our action, is the center of our creativity. When we think of the future, when we do any physical work, we use this center for that purpose. And one has to understand that these days we are developing lots of diseases because we have not understood what is the function of this center is. The foremost function of this center is to convert the fat cells for the use of the gray matter in the head. When we think too much, all the time about the future we plan, we go on planning into all details, what happens is that this poor center has to work very hard to produce new cells one after another for the use of your brain. Apart from that, it has to do many other functions. It has to look after your liver, it has to look after your spleen, it has to look after your pancreas, your kidneys, and also uterus among women. If you start thinking too much, all the time thinking, if you cannot stop your thinking, all the time your brain goes on thinking, a sort of a thinking process starts without your control, then poor this center has to work all that, your liver goes out. When your liver goes out, you must know that liver is one of the most important things within us because it nourishes our attention. Chitta. It nourishes our chitta. Now this attention, whenever it is spoiled because there are certain poisons within us. It can be physical poisons, it can be mental poisons, it can be emotional poisons, any kind of poisons there are, especially the physical and the emotional ones, they go to this liver which sorts it out. This is the function of this liver, is to sort it out. But when you are not giving it sufficient energy, you are using it for thinking, then poor this center is left behind. It has no nourishment, nobody looks after it, it becomes sluggish. When it becomes sluggish, all the heat accumulates in the liver. And such a person doesn't get any temperature till he gets cirrhosis and he dies. Now when thinking goes on too much, people get tired of thinking too much. So they think that let's have something that will take us away from thinking, which will give us a kick outside. So they take some sort of a drug or a drink or alcohol and all that. All the saints in the world have said that alcohol is very dangerous for life. The reason is it goes against our awareness. This is a fact. You know that after taking a drink, our awareness becomes blurred or excited. It's not normal. That is the reason they said no. In Sahaja Yoga, I do not say don't do this or don't do that. I only want you to come to Sahaja Yoga, get your realization, and then you will not ask for it. That's a much better way to do it. But why they asked you? For example, if you read Moses, Moses has clearly said that these are strong drinks. Very clearly, I don't know if people read that. And they should be avoided. I don't know if the Jews do that. They should not be taken. He's very clearly said it. Abraham said the same thing, that drinks are not good. Why all these prophets talk about it? Because they are all born in that green patch of ours. They are all placed in this green patch where we get our sustenance, which is 10. We have got 10 sustenances within us, like the gold has a sustenance that it does not tarnish. In the same way, human beings have got 10 sustenances. And these 10 sustenances are represented by great prophets. The principle is called as Adi Guru in Sanskrit language.
Okay, now if you had opened your eyes to see the talk, please close your eyes and we will just meditate for a few more minutes in silence. Now we can slowly, steadily relax. And we can gently open our eyes. Whatever the sensations you felt, just try to keep in your mind. No need to think too much about it. What I'm feeling, why I'm feeling. In the beginning, it may not be very clear, but as you keep meditating, as you keep growing in your meditation, you will understand everything what's happening inside you. In the beginning, you may not even feel anything. It's perfectly fine. And even if you feel something, there is no need to imagine that there is something wrong in me, or I should correct this chakra, I should correct this chakra. There's nothing like that. Just allow the Kundalini energy to work and it will correct all the chakras. We just have to cooperate with our energy. That's all, which you will learn slowly, slowly. Nobody need to teach you how to do it. You will know by yourself. So now we will finish our meditation by collectively raising the Kundalini and putting ourselves in Bandhan. We know how to do this exercise, so let us do that now. So first time we will raise the Kundalini along the spinal cord. We will go above the head and we will tie one knot. Bring both the hands left and right down. Next again, we will raise the Kundalini again. Go above the head. And we will tie two knots, 1 and 2. Third time, again, raise the Kundalini along the spinal cord, above the head, 1, 2, and 3. 3 knots and down. So now we will draw the bandhan, left hand on the lap. And right hand, we will draw the bandhan around the body.
Laura. Do you mean my name is Laura? Yes, perdón.
We will go above the head and come to the right side and come back in reverse. So that is one bandhan. So we will draw 6 more. Second time. Third time. Fourth. Fifth. Sixth. And 7. Okay. Now, I hope you are able to practice the meditation at home because that is the most important part. Okay. The online meditation is just for your guidance to learn, to clear doubts. And the very important thing is we have to meditate collectively together, what Shri Mataji has told. Then the energies in the chakras balance with each other who are in the collective meditation, and it helps to grow much faster. Once you have learned the basic, we will have meditation sessions together in person. Okay, once we have completed all those sessions. So that is also very important. Shri Mataji says at least once in a week, if you can get together in a place and meditate together, then the energy will boost much faster. That's a very important part of our meditation. There are 2 things which we need to do. One is our individual meditation at home that consists of your daily meditation and your salt water foot soaking, cleaning your chakras. That has to happen every day. You don't have to spend hours together. If you can sit for 15 minutes, 10 minutes of meditation in the morning, and then 10 minutes, 15 minutes of salt water foot soak in the evening, because that's very important. As we go out in the day, we absorb a lot of negative energy from our surroundings, from the people around us, which we are not aware of, which we cannot feel now. But later, when your chakras open and you start feeling it, you will be able to sense it. So we collect a lot of dust in our chakras. So it is very important that when we come back home, before we go to sleep, we have to clean our chakras. And the best way to clean our chakra, a very, very simple way, is salt water foot soaking. It is like taking bath for our chakras. So if we can do the salt water foot soaking in the evening before you go to bed, and if you can do the meditation in the morning before you go out of the house, if you are able to do this in a regular pattern, you will see that the meditation will improve, keep improving and keep growing. Of course, it is a little difficult to do it in the beginning, to bring it into a routine, but try to push yourself and try to bring it into a regular routine. Then you will see the results coming very fast. Now we will have the interactive session. So if you have any doubts or if you have any questions, please, you may ask, or if you want to share your experience or you want to have any doubts in watching the videos at home, the tutorials, what we are sending, please, you can open your mics.
Morning, sir.
Good morning, Mr. Amit. Yes, sir. Tell me, sir.
So today, this the Muladhara Chakra we did. So with this, actually, we have done before also. So we are repeating this cycle.
No, it's not like that we are repeating the cycle. When I wanted to start the meditation today, I put attention and I was wanted to see which chakra we will meditate today. So I felt the Muladhara Chakra today. So we did the Muladhara Chakra meditation today. So it was spontaneous. It was not a fixed cycle that 1 to 7 we go and then we start from 1 to 7 again.
We don't do like this, huh?
No. It's spontaneous.
Okay. Okay. I thought probably we have finished the one round and now we are starting the another one.
No. It was totally spontaneous. The tutorials or the lessons, that is something which you need to watch at home, which we are sending you the videos. I hope you are able to watch that. But what we do in the session is completely spontaneous. It is for this day. That's it.
Okay. And this, sorry, when we do the, when we tie the knot, why it is 3 times, and when we do bonding, the moving the hand 7 times. What is the reason, behind it?
Okay. What Sri Mataji says is we have 3 channels within us. Okay, so that's why we raise the Kundalini 3 times and we tie the knots once, twice, and thrice. It is just a symbolization. Okay, it is like you go to the mandir and you fold your hands and you pray to God. Okay, but what does that symbolize? What does it mean? There is nothing in the gesture. It has to come from your heart. It doesn't matter if you fold your hands or not. If you have bhakti in your heart, then you're worshipping God. So the most important thing is when we raise the Kundalini, you can actually feel the energy coming up. And when I tie the knot, I can feel the cool breeze blowing out of my head. That should happen. That is the most important. That is the crux of what we are doing. And when I draw the bandhan 7 times, I can feel the cool breeze which has come out of the head. I am putting it all around my body. And I can feel it. The cool breeze is coming down on my body. So that is the most important. So it is not just a blind action. Later, you will see that even without raising your hand, if you raise your mind, the energy will move. Now, our attention is not so strong. Our mind is not so strong. We cannot move the Kundalini with our mind, with our attention. So we move it with our hands now. Later, if you just put your attention on Sahasrara, you will feel the energy will come out and blast out. It becomes stronger. So then what happens? You don't need to even fold your hands and pray. If you think, it will work out. So that should happen later. Slowly it will.
Okay. And it's not like that. No, at the beginning, we do the what we say. We tie the knot, and at the end we open the knot. It's not like that. Both the times we are tying the knot and doing the bandhan.
Yes. The knot, what Sri Mataji says is, it symbolizes that when you raise the Kundalini and you go up and tie the knot, it means that you express your desire that you want the Kundalini to stay up on the Sahasrara all the time. So you tie a knot.
Okay. But both the times. It's not that, because when we begin, we have to tie, and when it ends, we have to open. It's not like that.
No. It's not like you're opening a box and closing a box. No. It's not like that. It symbolizes that we want. Now what is happening is, the Kundalini is awakened within us, but our chakras are not fully open. So what happens when we do the meditation? The Kundalini comes to Sahasrara. You feel the cool breeze. Okay. Even for me, I'm doing for so many years. Okay. It comes, I feel the cool breeze. But when you get up and go from meditation, the Kundalini will fall down again. Okay. So what Sri Mataji says, when you reach a very high state of meditation, when the meditation is established, your Kundalini will come to Sahasrara and it will not fall down. It will always be on the Sahasrara. So when it is always on the Sahasrara, your vibrations will open out and you will not have any problems in life. You will be totally protected by that bandhan. by that aura. So we are aiming to reach that spot. We are not in that spot now. So that is why it's symbolizing that I want my Kundalini to stay on the Sahasrara all the time. That's what it symbolizes. That's what it means. Okay. These are gestures, these are hand movements. Maybe later it is not required also. If you think your Kundalini will be on the Sahasrara. That is what we are trying to achieve.
Okay, understood. Thank you so much.
Okay. And how is the meditation at home? Are you able to do it, sir?
Yeah, I'm not fully concentrating still, but I'm I do for some time. I don't do food soaking at evening, but in the morning time or evening, even at night time before going to bed, I do some meditation. But still, not able to fully concentrate.
Okay. In the beginning, it's maybe difficult to do in the morning also because we have to get up and go to office. We have to run. We are busy.
Yeah.
When I started Sahaja Yoga meditation way back, when I was beginner, I could not do meditation in the morning for almost 1 year. I used to come back from office. Then I used to do the foot soak. And then after the foot soak, I used to meditate in the night only. I could not do in the morning. It was not in my routine. But slowly, as the meditation improved, I understood the importance of doing it in the morning, and slowly I moved it. So it happens slowly. It's not that like military, we have to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and do the meditation. It's not like that. You will start enjoying it on your own. So in the beginning, you have to push yourself a little bit. That's it.
Yeah, the most difficult thing I find is to control our mind, because once we start again, it starts wandering around.
Yes.
And again bringing it back and again starting doing it.
Correct. Now the left channel is the past and the right channel is the future. So the left and the right channel, they cross in the Agya Chakra. Okay.
Yeah.
And the Agya Chakra is the mind, where your thoughts are coming. So all the thoughts about your past and all the thoughts about your future are always bombarding in your Agya Chakra. You're always thinking. Okay. So we cannot stop our thought. Our mind is wandering. But when the Kundalini pushes up and opens the Agya Chakra, you get a gap in the thoughts. It will automatically, the thoughts will start reducing. You cannot control your thoughts. So when the meditation improves, that will also improve slowly. All right, sir?
Okay. Thank you so much.
Welcome. Any other questions or any other doubts? If not, please, again, continue the meditation at home. Slowly try to bring it into a practice, regular routine, and it will help you to improve the meditation. And once we have finished the basic lessons, we will definitely have, guided sessions in person, in a collective. And then we will try to improve the meditation as we sit for meditation regularly together in a place together. All right. Thank you very much for joining, and take care. Have a nice week. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.